Hello, this is Thomas Donald Jacobs for Paperboys on Thursdays, and today's topic is Packer and prosthetic recommendations. So, content warning. I am going to be talking about artificial penises. If that is not your cup of tea, and you don't want to hear that mess, and you don't want to see one because I will eventually show you a prosthetic, then please, by all means, feel free to click away. But please don't be a dick and report this to YouTube. This is purely for educational purposes. I ain't making porn up in here. All right? Now, for those of us that are left, first, a quick general definition. Packers are not the same thing as prosthetics. Yes, they have several features in common. Both are intended to, in some way, resemble the organ, the penis. A Packer, however, is not attempting to mimic the aesthetics of an organic penis to the same degree. The general idea with a prosthetic is that you not be able to tell the difference. Also, Packers sometimes have additional features that mimic the functionality of an organic penis that a prosthetic may not have, such as a stand to pee option. Many Packers have that option. The majority of prosthetics do not. That is because of the difference in how they are produced, how they attach, and the materials that they are made out of. Now, there are companies that are working on incorporating more elements of functionality into prosthetics, but whatever you buy, whatever you use, Packer or prosthetic, you will have to make some trade-offs. This part of the vlog, there's going to be 2 more parts, is purely about getting started. So where do you start, Packer or prosthetic? Well, first you have to ask yourself if you need one, because not everyone does. Not everyone has dysphoria. Not everyone has bottom dysphoria. Not everyone has bottom dysphoria to that degree, or simply doesn't want to wear a Packer or prosthetic because they find that it can make their dysphoria worse in some instances. Not wearing a Packer or a prosthetic as a transmasculine individual does not make you less trans. There's no less trans, more trans, or the trans. There's just you and what makes you comfortable and helps you deal with what you got to deal with. That's all. So how do you go about figuring out if a Packer or a prosthetic is right for you? My advice is to start with the no expenses involved option. This is sort of like a test phase. The roll of socks. You're probably not going to have to spend extra money. Washes easily, which is important. No matter what you're using, gotta clean it. Think about where it is sitting. Size adjustable. So you can figure out what size bulge you would like, what suits you, what fits in your skinny jeans. And lastly, and this is not to be underestimated, if you're just starting out in your journey, you may not be out, or you could be living in less than ideal circumstances with people who may not be that understanding. So if they find your roll of socks, you don't have to make up any weird explanations. No questions will be asked. And you are not required to volunteer the fact that you're shoving it down the front of your pants when they ain't looking. So, again, the roll of socks. Where to next? Well, what I can tell you you should not do after you've tried the roll of socks and you've decided that you would like something a little more packer-like, you think that this is helping you in some way, skip the arts and crafts penis projects. There are many described online where people will give you instructions on how to make an artificial penis on your own using household materials. You are not going to save any money. And considering the range of actual packers on the market, there's really very little reason to do this. Some of them can also go quite wrong. For example, one of the many that I tried, the hair gel poured into condoms that you didn't tie into the shape of a penis like a shitty little balloon animal. Yeah, okay, it gives something of a realistic squeeze. Squishy, more so than the socks. It gives you a better idea of what having a penis-shaped object snugged up against your body may be like. But heat, friction, and warmth will eventually cause that condom to explode in your pants, and not in a good way. And when the hair gel starts sliding down your leg at the club, people will, I can promise you, notice. So skip all that mess and go to the next part of this vlog. See you in a few.